vocals to start. Good. Yes, they're going to need you to tell them to drop on a regular basis. So without that drop, they're going to get outplayed. This team's fast and they tend to score. Hey!
That's just better. Oh, watch out. Oh, dear.
Go for it.
That'll wake you up.
Morning.
Anything interesting happened yet?
Just started.
That's it.
So that pass back to Sid probably should have switched fields, gone all the way over to Henley, and then up. Instead, they're punching forward from that back line. You got to control the ball, so work with them to control the ball. Pass back, pass around. Keep talking to them. Ball's going to Sid. Tell her where to take it. Take it wide. Take it to Henley. Wherever you think it should go, but you got to talk.
I don't want to look at the stats of this team.
What was that?
I want to see what the stats of this team are.
They beat the team we beat 1-0 yesterday by 3-0.
Okay.
So they have a good offense, would be my guess. So we'll have to see how that translates in this game.
Should mean that I would have a defense at least as good as ours.
And a lot of it's going to be on how well we play that drop ball and pass around. If we can play the drop ball and pass around aggressively, we'll be able to keep them from getting into scoring position. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to get the pressure on in the middle of the field. Tell them to take it wide. So if you're talking to them earlier than that, they can set up and prepare for that instead of playing those sloppy balls. Talk to them early, get them doing it, get them thinking where they're going to go early. See, right there, they're not sure how to get this, like get a ball in there. There's somebody on it. Yeah, now she needs to go hard wide, and then she needs people to pass it to. There it is. That's it. Oh.
Good try.
That's exactly what they need.
That was gorgeous.
It's well done. So as you're watching this for field play, Nadia, you can see when Scarlett got that ball, she was thinking of turning in and going towards the goal, but when she saw the space, she took that space to the corner, and got away from her player and was able to open up for her cross. Pass him.
I got it.
Let's go, Holly. I don't think this is an unwinnable game for us.
Unwinnable?
Yeah. I think we definitely have a shot at this game.
Yeah, we're not outclassed. We're actually probably very evenly matched with this team. Good.
Yep. Control. Good. Works. Very well.
So on that one, Nadia, you got a great pass out to Sid, but she was getting pressured hard. You guys need to work on the next pass after the pass out. So she drops it to you, she peels out, and you take it right to her is great. However, she needs to know where to go right after that so she's not trying to hold the ball too long. Because the traffic's going to follow the ball.
That ball's stalled.
Good job.
The wind's doing funky things with the ball. That's a hand.
Got it.
I just saw her jump and I'm like, that's going to be a handball. Her too. You're all jumping with our hands up like this.
But so when that ball comes to, when you pass that ball out to Sid, tell Sid where to take it because that person's going to pressure her quick, and that's what happened. Is she got pressured hard, and she was not able to figure out where to go with the ball, so she had to get lucky. She got lucky, but that we don't want to depend on luck. If you have the option in a pass back, look away from the traffic. Look away from all the people.
This one and coaching a bunch. How are you? Slow it down now.
Who's that?
That's good stuff. I love it.
Getting unlucky bounces over here with the wind coming this way.
And that and the slope of the field.
Does drop off a little bit there, but
It's not just us. Oh.
no.
Against the ref, yeah, first game was not very good in terms of my reffing. Second game was just mercy roll.
That's too bad. How many games did you get?
Huh?
How many games did you get? 3?
$78, not bad.
No, that's good.
So, and then my third game was just ridiculously intense.
Was ridiculously what?
Intense. It's like the two teams were just decided that they're going at each other's throats.
That's the one that was on this field, right?
Yeah, all three of them. That's the one that was on this field when Nadia was playing.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't get why they were so invested in the result. Like, it wasn't a final in any sense, and it wasn't a qualifier.
Oh, I thought that was in.
That was gorgeous either way. But it's like, one of the kids on one of the teams just was refusing to take, like, was just refusing to listen to the ref. and he got a yellow card eventually because the ref was just like, "Shut up! I just called you. I just gave you a PK." And the kid was like, "That should be a red card." And the ref's like, "Here's your yellow card. Keep it up and you'll get the red card." It's just like, oh, kid. And the entire parent section on both teams were just so obnoxious. Especially when one of the parents yelled, "You can't call advantage and then call a foul." It's like, technically you can. It's called the play develops. So that's perfectly fine. Not sure what their problem was with that, except it went against them. Towards the end of the game, just towards my side, one of the defense of that side was just getting so incredibly shovey. It was just like, geez, and pros. Like, one of the players would have a ball, and then the player in question, and then a defender comes running at them and just body checks them off the ball. No attempt to play the ball.
No.
It's like, or at least make an attempt to play the ball.
Abby got that yesterday. Like, jostling with a girl. Ball got kicked away, and the girl shoved her in the back. She got whiplash. She got shoved so hard.
Yeah, well, that's not allowed. And nor is it.
And the center ref wasn't gonna call it.
Well, yeah. And
I mean, he blew the whistle actually against Abby.
And the other one was just.
Actually, no, he didn't blow the whistle against Abby. He blew the whistle against the girl, but gave the ball back to the other team because it was an off the ball foul. Apparently, doesn't change possession.
It does. It's a foul.
No, he gave the ball to the other team, but he wasn't going to yellow card them. And the line ref had to come down and be like, the AR had to come down, like, you have to card that person.
Yeah.
A blatant foul like that.
Yeah. And the other one that was just so crazy was basically defender is in the corner. The offensive player is in the corner, and he's really jostling with a defender, but they're both like knocking each other around and grabbing and pulling. Yeah. So I let them play. Another defender comes up, slams his body in from the other side, which basically squeezes the offensive player and ends up throwing them to the ground, which is a foul.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't think so either. So, called that one. The red players were like, "It wasn't me, that wasn't me, there was no foul there." And I'm like, shut up. It's like, that's enough. You are not allowed.
How is that not a corner? I must not have seen the deflection.
Either that or we must have seen something that wasn't there.
She kicked it, it bounced off the white player's foot and went out.
Possible. And also, again with two players jostling, me letting them go until one of them does something stupid. This time it was the offense, hooks the arm of the defender, bounces into the shoulder of the offensive player, the defender, slides on the ground, and pulls down the defender. And then they proceed to basically shove each other while on the ground. So, it was stupidly intense considering there weren't that many stakes in there.
Yeah. Were they vying for a final, or were they both?
I mean, they might have been, but
like in our brackets, today's first game was a semifinal.
But I don't think. I think it's just single. I think theirs is just single bracket, and then they have a final later for the top two teams. Which
Good job. Good job.
Good follow through. What happened on her slide?
What was that?
What happened on their slide? Bounce over the ball. Kick.
Good dominance, good chase. Get out there, make it happen, get the save.
Let's go with whoever knows voice. Nice, Scarlett. Not nice, Scarlett.
That's a foul.
Not that hard either.
Could see that foul coming.
I was like, oh.
Line! Feet!
Hands. Eyes. Shoulders. Knees. Got it?
Good job. See how important having her feet moving was on that one? Your feet moving made that save possible. That weird bounce. Call for the drop on that one. Get in position for the drop on that one. So Scarlett could have used a drop on that instead of trying to turn it out and giving away the throw in. Good job, girl. You're doing good. Keep it up.
Also, there was a game in which there was just a bluebird flying there on the field, down off the ground.
A bluebird?
Yes, like
Really?
a blue bird. I don't know what its species was,
Come on, Sid. Take it wide.
other than it was bright blue. It wasn't a blue jay, so it was just flying there, like 3 feet into the field, just sitting here flying. Oh, get there, get there, get there. Good, Scarlett. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
So a slow roller like that, you could actually run over there and kick it out sideways to keep it from going to a corner. If you're thinking dominance, as a dominant keeper, you can go over there and kick it out. If you can't get your hands on it, just go and boot it out for a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Throw-ins are safer than corner kicks. Nice job, Sid.
Very good. Oh, let's turn it flip. Get at it.
Nice job, Scarlett.
Some kids are wearing a slightly more active form of shielding, I feel like. Like, instead of, like, running slowly towards her.
They haven't learned that yet.
But, like, a bit, like...
So, Nadia, coming into that catch, that was exactly what you needed to do. Just come out and dominate that. Get a little bigger. Don't feel quite so nervous about the ball and don't feel quite so nervous about the players. Just come out there and nail it, because you're bigger than the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good.
This ref calls a fairly active game.
Her?
Yeah. Yeah, the calls she makes are obvious and direct.
To be fair, that one was kind of called by the AR, but
But she whistled it and she signaled it, and so you knew what the AR was calling. Like, there are refs who are like,
Yeah.
you know, they blow the whistle and point, and it's like, what was it? You know, you don't know what they called.
And that one was quite clear. No.
Drop.
Let's give a hold line somewhere. I think I'm going to do. Don't look at the side.
So on that one, like we were talking about in the previous game, you didn't want to be back on your line because it would have taken you a long time to get up to where the ball would hit, but you didn't want to be real far forward where that ball could take a skip over your head. So that's why I called the drop one for you a little bit, so that you could get back a little bit and keep that ball in front of you. You want that ball in front of you because you can move to it easier than you can back up to it. Good feet, good feet. Your feet moving made that an easy play.
Not as much height as the others, but I feel like it was more accurate and that was better. Also, something else kind of funny. So during GenFest at the trombone clinic, I ran into this girl. Her name was Katie. She played trombone. Didn't think anything of it. It turned out that we were both in the same building, not the same band, but the same building for our practice sessions. Which basically meant that when exiting, we ended up running into each other and walking past each other, and it became a joke of ours that we, like, every time we after practice we would end up running into each other, and it was really kind of funny. So she's a ref, which means that I ran into her during the ref briefing this morning.
She's a trombonist from Savannah?
Apparently.
Cool.
She had mentioned that she was homeschooled. I did not realize that she was from Savannah. So it was really kind of funny.
Is she a good trombonist?
I don't know, I didn't actually hear her. That not it?
You too. Good job. Offsides. Nope, she didn't play it.
Oh my god.
Ooh, got lucky. That was so lucky.
Go take it. Go take that. Alright, very good ball.
There you go.
A fair ball. Or not. Who did that a better angle? I really trust these two. Yes, sir. No cheating.
Good job. Reset, reset! Nice ball.
Get it out of our house here. That's one lady.
Rockstar!
impressive when you managed to throw Sid to the ground.
Well, Sid did that to herself, actually. Because she went like this, stuck her foot, and rolled.
I mean, it was illegal to stick the foot there. She was really trying to play the ball.
But if she had held her foot there and tripped the other girl, then the ref would have had to call it.
I know, but she didn't do.
Which is why she rolled, so she did it to herself. Oh, come on, Sid. Don't try to beat him. Drop him. Drop to your keeper.
This team.
That was a good go. You had your position. You had your position, and you gave yourself the best chance you had to make that save, and she put it the only place that you couldn't get it. So that's one of those ones that you say, good shot, and you gave yourself your best chance. You may have been able to take a couple steps forward, but that was all happening real quickly. So I think you played that one well. When you watch it on video, see what you think. But see, those are the balls that they're not doing right. They're trying to force it forward, and they have this big open line across the back, and they really need to utilize it.
Stretch the defense.
Right here. She needs to send it wide. Now there's not space there. There's nobody open in front of her, but she's going to punch it forward and lose it. See that? And she's going to punch it forward, and she's going to lose it. Those challenges are not control ball, they're hope ball. So if you watch this thinking your high school team is Savannah United and you're playing against a white team that's faster, right?
Yeah.
Think about what your high school team needs to do to beat this team. And you just saw the control that they worked with across the back line here and how easy that play was. But when they punch it forward like that, they're not getting a lot of play up the middle. Their best play was an open run to the corner, right?
Yeah.
So right now what Gray needs to be doing is dumping it out, dumping it back, get it back to blue and away from the white team. So Sid's going to punch it, and that's not going to really set anything up very controlled, right? Sid's going to get it again. That's a good joust. That's a good drop. But see, that's a wasted shot. You see that?
Yeah.
But if you're playing keeper, now you got to be called.
Yeah.
Good.
Switch.
See, you're going back to Sid as your default, and you're going there every time. But that's where the traffic is. Henley's wide open on that one. So Nadia, you got to look at that, and you got to look at the other side of the field. The other side of the field, wide open, lots of space. Get it over to Henley, and she can move it a lot further than up this traffic. See right there, that's a drop. Play the drop. Good job, Nadia. Good vocals. Do you see that?
Yeah. Let's go, Abby.
But you, as a keeper, have got to drive that play. You know what I mean? They needed the mids. Where are your center forwards?
That's...
Right?
Yeah.
But as a keeper, you've got to direct the play of this back line for that, right? You've got to tell them as soon as you see the ball coming to your defender, where do you take it? Don't just punch it forward. Find somebody. They're thinking better. That's a good through ball.
That's good. That's some shoulder jousting.
Yep, but gets him a corner. We'll take that. Now, if Abby can drop that ball the way she did in the first game, man, just get a body on it and it's in. She had a beautiful ball in the first game.
How do they absolutely try to fake it?
They didn't on this one. There you go, good ball. They tried.